Hello everybody and welcome to this StarCraft 2 game, and I am the orange Zerg as usual. That is my color. This is not a ladder game, and I am playing against someone you know by now, and it is a channel player, and of course it is Stighedvig. And just need to turn my volume down a bit there in my ears. And this is actually the second time I cast this game today. Just finished the last cast, and then I realized, oh, I forgot to turn the microphone on, so it was kinda quiet, so I decided to do it once more. And my plan is to do some studying while it is rendering, so it will be quite alright. And this game is just a practice game to be able to practice on phenomenon called tapping. If you're not familiar with it, is basically you want to keep track of your unit producing buildings as a Terran Protoss, and of course the queens and the larva as Zerg. So the main idea that I am trying to do, okay, I just need to adjust it. There we go. I want to try to have my first hatchery as 4, my second as 5, then 6, 7, and so on. And then you just, I cannot actually show you with my keyboard, but I can try to do it with the mouse here. If you see, I mark with the drone instead of. I press 1, I press 4, I press 1, I press 4. Imagine this is a hatchery as well. When you have queens and you inject, you get a small bar that is filling down here, and it will not show if you have 2 or more hatcheries in one control group. That is why I should have just 1 in each there, and just tap it back and forth. And as soon as it is full, you just 4-4, queen, inject, 5-5, queen, inject, and then back to whatever you were doing to be able to keep that energy as low as possible. That is the main technique. And of course I was late with my gas. I built it at the right time, but I forgot to put gas in it. A great move. And I'm getting my spawning pool as well. I will get my queen. I will get my some Zerglings. If you look at units production tab here, that was not a production tab. There we go. I'm getting some Zerglings, 2 sets of Zerglings. I opted for that because I want to fend off any marines, and I want to take these towers. I'm getting my speed, yeah, that is great as well. Doing some scouting with my overlords. And what is going on in the Terran land? He's getting 2 barracks, he's producing marines for the moment, he's getting his gas, he's getting some SCVs, the usual stuff. And I was scouting here. I saw 2 barracks before the gas. I suspected it is his standard build, but of course, if I don't scout it and he do something else, it might be a bit annoying. So I decided to scout. Then I knew what I was up against. I know I need some Zerglings. I need some defense, and then I would be just fine. So I'm getting my spine crawler. And I will inject once again. As you can see here, this is what it should look like. Marking, okay, that was bad. As you can see now, no bar. If the queen inject, I'm already messing up the tapping, as you can see. And this is what I was talking about. You see that? That is what I mean with the tapping. You mark it, you see this bar, then you do something else, then you back and forth, and you would see when it's time to inject. It's a great technique if you can actually do it. I will mess it up a bit, and of course the Stighedvig is doing the same thing. He's going with his barracks. As you can see if he's producing, but you can't see how far on the meter, unfortunately. If you would have only one here, you can see you got this bar back and forth, but at least you can see, okay, I'm producing there. And you got the white dot here if you are producing, and then you can build up even more there as well. And we do have a little skirmish here. Might pick up some of his units, which of course is annoying for him. He's fleeing with his poor SCV, and I am blocked out. I'm poking up. I see what's up, and I'm doing just fine. I have my overlord in position here as well. I'm getting my natural, and of course that is when my trapping technique really comes in handy, if I actually learn to master it someday in the future. But we will see what's going on here. He's getting his stamp pep, he's getting his +1 attack, as well, and I'm getting a baneling's nest. And why am I getting a baneling's nest? Because I can build banelings and they smash marines. But I'm floating in here, I'm like, hello. And this marine really need to waste some bullets to kill this guy. I'm seeing one factory, I'm seeing two factories, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna die. So I'm getting a roach warden instead. Because I was actually expecting, what are they called? Hellions, there we go. And I don't want to die to them, and the roaches are really, really strong against Hellions, so I decided to go that route instead. And of course, if I saw this, but it's still kind of a blind move, because he can get anything but except Hellions, and then I will be in trouble instead. So it might turn out to be a huge mistake, or at least not the best thing I can do. And if you look at this, that is not a Hellion, that is a siege tank. And that might cause a lot of trouble for my poor roaches, since siege tanks deals heavy damage. But here you can see, if I mark myself here, 5, 4, 5, 4, that is what I'm talking about. Then the problem is that I'm not good at it, but that's the next step. I do know what I want to work with. I do know that, and that is of course a great thing to know. Then I just need to actually do it properly, but that's the next step, and that is what practice games are for, and even laddering, practicing something. Take one or two things and just practice, drill it, be good at it, and then when you feel confident in it, then you take something else and drill that instead. That is my plan right now. And I'm trying to inject, but as you can see, I'm already messing it up quite a lot. I'm getting my evolution chamber, I'm getting... This is quite good. Oh, not so good. She's quite young still. And I am going to get my spire soon, I think. I should go for the spire. I do know I go for the spire this game. And maybe soon. Snälla. That was a Swedish song. It is awful. At least that is my opinion. But still, it was nice to sing for you guys. And girls, if there are any. I do doubt it, though. I'm getting my second gas, which is quite good when you're getting the spire. You need it. I'm getting 11 drones, and he's moving out. That is such good planning from my side. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting drones, and he's just pushing out at the perfect time. And what will trigger this, and why is he stopping right there? Well, he wants his siege tech, and he wants his +1 as well. I'm getting my speed for my roaches, and still no spire. Where is my spire? I want my spire. And I'm trying to inject, keeping that as good as possible. If you look at the units tab here, we can see I have 17 roaches. And no sir, where are my zerglings? Huh? Well, I had zerglings